San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Aztecs will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Quick strike complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Here's the handoff. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Off play action on first down. Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down the pick.
Challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Hold and fire complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. It's a running room. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a second and long. The RPO, it's
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, going up top. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Got it in the middle, it's Welsh. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, San Diego State. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. Better job with his decision making.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the better. Look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back and lets it go. It's complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding them. Nice catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, this guy has been on a sack terror.
To the air on 2nd down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He's got the tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive, executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. To the air, it's Calandria. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, UNLV. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's McClure. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's busted. And the Aztecs get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Short throw to the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's busted. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. He might want another play. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Scoring. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
To throw, it's Calandria. using the quick game. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really nice job by on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires left. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. fires to the middle. And he throws another interception. His third of the night.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Got his man on the right.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Thanks to grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running on the Jets. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Grabbed in the middle, it's busted. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers.
Youngton pops it up, and they're on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the fourth quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. To the air, it's Calandria. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right.
For the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense...
Open spaces. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, San Diego State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Calandria. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Unloads it left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Going up top again. Got it in the middle. It's Gums. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Back to pass. It's Calandria. He'll throw it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Defense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. This is a designed run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone had for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Trying to bully their way in. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. From the end zone, it's picked off.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. They'll go to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aztecs enter the final minute, trying to drain the clock. Takes a handoff. It's Sutton. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Aztecs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Way on 4th down. I wonder if he lost track of the downs there.
A lot of teams, when they get up, they're like, let's protect the lead. Let's make sure I don't do anything to mess it up. This team is like, listen, we got the lead. It's the second half. I'm carefree. It's all good, and you decided to go for it on your own side of the field, and now you're going to count on your defense, and they better bail you out and make you look a lot better than you did on that call.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Cut off that opportunity.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Walk-off unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically.